Hello everybody, this is Scorpios9472 and here we have Doom again. Now we're continuing on from where we last left off in our walkthrough. Of course I've been playing this during my live streams, but that is only to showcase that I'm doing a walkthrough and just to live stream for fun. My next live stream shall be on Thursday 7 PM as normal, and I implore you to come and watch, have fun. Right. Now let's get into this. The last time we were here, we were just getting into the focus. So let's focus on this level and let us continue. So here's me putting in the last of our password, and let's just continue. So I hope you all have been doing well. Now, yes, the configuration. It always changes. I almost forgot about that one. Otherwise I would have been sat here for ages been like, what? Okay. So, we are here with our full health. Here what you want to do is really just blitz out the rocket launcher, whatever you got to really deal with these enemies. First off, you'll have like a couple of chain gun guys at the very edge of the map. You want to deal with them very quickly and efficiently as possible. So that last one is probably dead by now. Now you'll have shotgun guys on this window here. The window shutters are usually open and closing, but the only reason why they aren't right now is because if you see that yellow line, it'll only do it once I walk over it. There you see. I'll be able to pick those shotgun shotgun in a moment. For now though, let's just traverse around the other level to find even more shotgun guys on the other side. Quickly shoot them down, shooting some barrels in the process. They usually get some really nice shots in because they're evil, the bastards. Then you'll come across two more zombie guys. Zombie men. Sorry, I can't even get the words out. And you'll have an array of imps down there, which will display also the blue key, with which you need to go open it, or which you need to go to collect. Through here on our map there is a yellow line, but because it's not that bright, you won't be able to see it. Shoot the shotgun guy and claim your prize, which inevitably will have armor bonuses. If you're low on health, there shall be a med pack in here somewhere on the floor. I don't need it, however, because I've got high health percentage. We come out here, we're going to come across an array of enemies, depending on how many of you let loose, or if you haven't killed them through the window. Because you can either have the choice of having the safe haven of shooting them through the window, or letting them gather down here. That's why the barrel is in that corner. See, we have the blue door, and we should be going through it next. Kill the rest of these imps off. Collect whatever needs to be collected of ammo and whatnot. Here you'll have some more armor bonuses, and you shall hear a door open as soon as you go to collect the blue key. It should open this door and spawn 3 imps. Down here is a Nightmare Spectre. Should only take 2 double barrel shotgun shots or 5 normal shotgun shots. Depends if you're only doing this for a pistol start, and then you really will need to get that secret just for the double barrel shotgun alone. This room is rather dark, but it won't be dark for long if you press the switch that's right next to the blue door. Usually, it is very recommended that you do turn the lights on, being is that you may not be able to see in the dark, or if you haven't got as good eyesight as I have at this moment in point. But here are some health bonuses. And in this room are some imps that are hiding behind the crates. There are more health bonuses at the top, and that is where we need to go get our red key. Shoot these imps because they will impede our exit. Try time the shotgun really well, so you only have to hit them once. Usually it's good if you can get them all in a line. That switch only turns off the lights as you're coming back in, but you shan't need to do that. Once you collect all these health bonuses, there should be the red key on the other side. Down here is just a little drop-off point. This teleporter will take you back to where you first met chain gun guys and everybody else in the level. So traverse down the stairs and over to your red door is the next destination. So that yellow key seems tempting, right? It is. But for what price? I'll show you in a second. Watch this. As I collect this yellow key, I am subjected to Chain Gun Alley, is what I like to call it. Usually if you can't get them with the chain gun around that corner, the shotgun is the best bet, because it's pretty much like a sniper at this point. A double barrel shotgun will take those two out, and I suspect another one over here should do as well. In here will be a chain gun guy and a spectre. Follow the spectre through the teleporter, like I just did, silly. You can choose not to and just shoot him from the other side, but in order to prevent yourself from loss of health, you can prevent yourself from that by going onto the other teleporter and shooting him from the side. This switch raises the rest of the bridge, and you can traverse over it. Here you'll have another spectre. Shoot him quickly with the double barrel shotgun, or if you prefer, use the chainsaw. It is not wise to use a rocket launcher, for the very obvious reason: blow yourself up to higher kingdom come, and nobody wants to see a dead mushy body all over the floor now, do they? After you've finished collecting what you need to collect, backtracking through the level, it is safe to say that this is the end of the focus. And off to New Horizons. Now we are entering the way tunnels. It's a very tedious little level if you're not used to how the Doom game mechanics work. Here you will spawn in this little box area here. You will have the choice of grabbing that double barrel shotgun, and there is a soul sphere there. Seems tempting again, doesn't it? I'll show you why it isn't so much. You'll set off a couple of the shotgun guys and chain gun guys on this either side. You'll want to deal with them very quickly, as sometimes that can happen. There's usually one more shotgun guy around this corner. Nope. There's usually 3 shotgun guys this side and a chain gun guy, and then there's one chain gun guy here. I know, they use the numbers game to make you think that there's more than there actually is. It's what I love about this game, it makes you think that there's more enemies than there actually is. So I can't reach that impact for this moment in time. But what I want to do first is I want to take out the ranged units that are dotted around the map here. Take the chain gun guys for instance. They're going to be a pain in my side later if I don't take them out now. The strafe button wasn't working properly. Right, now that they are taken out, you'd want to go down here, but you don't want to go into the lift. You want to kind of entice the lift open, like so. Take out your double barrel shotgun and deal as much damage as possible. There's usually 3 imps inside this lift. Try to avoid doing what I just did there and jumping down, as I did not mean to. Now there should be another lift right here. There's another one in here. Yep. Lovely, it got squashed by the lift. Okay, there should be one here in the center, but we should go down there in a bit later. What we want to do now is we want to take out a couple of these imps that are going to be down in our path. We want to avoid going down that lift if possible, because that just leads to death. And it's unnecessary health taken away from you. So you want to take as little damage as possible by taking as much of these imps out as possible. They're all usually just gathered in here. sometimes it's very detrimental to your health if you take them out one by one, rather than going against a whole group of them. Prevents you from losing a lot of health. Cheeky bugger got a second shot on us, which doesn't usually happen very often, but when they do it, it hurts severely. So now that you're done with this room, see the platform that shotgun guy's dead body is on. We want to cross it. See here, to prevent this trap from... Oops, we've got a chain guy in that corner. So I set it off anyway. But what you meant to do is take those guys out early. Okay, those are dealt with. Usually you can glitch through here and get the secret, but unfortunately we can't do this today because we are on a tight time schedule. Okay, we can't even fit for that window. What is going on? We will come back to that soul sphere later because, you know, we'll track back to this level later. This part of the level later. Right now what we want to do is we want to wait until these guys kind of have a little bit of a fuss with them. These guys are a pain in the ass because the aiming for some reason doesn't want to work. I like using the double barrel shotgun in this particular area because there's so many imps in said path, and it just reduces the amount of bullets that you have to use for this room. Usually one shotgun round should do it up close. Oops, I didn't account for that guy to be there. Okay, we've got this soul sphere, but we need to take it in order to get the secret. So we may as well boost our energy anyway. We'll get the one in the first room that we've seen later. Now we're going to switch to our chain gun. Reasons are... Well, actually no, the reasons we'll change to our berserk actually. For this particular bit. Watch out for the... If you come in here too close, sometimes the glitch will glitch the pixels and you won't be able to hit the imps with the berserk. For some reason that's an ongoing thing with Doom. But it's just wise to know that that can happen sometimes. It'll show up as like half the body missing and you won't be able to make the hit. Which is quite annoying with some Doom gamers. Like myself. Right. Usually I don't use a rocket for those guys, but it's an easy solution to a big problem. They always like to have the last laugh before they die, and it's a pain in my ass. Right. Here we have... There you are. Just like to entice them out. It's a lot easier that way to go kill them. So, in this room was just a collection of chain gun guys and shotgun guys, which is pretty much easy enough to deal with if you take it slow. Down here is just a couple of enemies that you'd want to take out rather quick. But you take them bit by bit. You don't take them all at once, because sometimes you end up doing more damage to yourself than you ever realise. In this particular level, there should be a backpack somewhere. I say somewhere lightly because sometimes I don't even remember to go grab it. There'll be a few lost souls at the top there, and that's where the red key is located. Well, you'll find that in a moment. Usually the chain gun is the best option for this, since the shotgun cannot reach the distance needed. Usually in this situation, because they're so easy enemies to kill and they don't take much health off you, I like to utilise the berserker's room, just because I like to splatter them. That's all I really like to do, really. And usually if you can get away with it, you can get them down here as well. Usually if you're doing a pistol start, you want to use the berserk more often than ever, just so you can conserve ammo during the game. The reason why that lost soul was not moving is because there was one glitched inside it, as if the game was like, you know, I've glitched one in there just to make you think that you're safe and you're really not. So the game gives you a false sense of security at the beginning. Through this door is a Hell Knight, and the imp that we killed earlier is gone. There is another one hiding down here. Do you want to take him out rather quickly? Thus we find the blue key. Now to get this secret, you have to press this as if you're pressing a switch. And you see that? It lifts down that wall, and there's a lift down below there. This is in order to get the plasma gun early, because in the next level we'll be able to find it. But this is the only way of getting it. But it's a rather tough secret to get. You just have to be patient. And like that, we've got it. Usually doesn't happen on the second attempt, but oh well. We got it. And rather happy about it, aren't we? Okay. Right. Going back out of here, we are going to open up the blue door and deal with some pinky demons. Deal with these imps down here who are guarding the yellow key. Usually off. Oops. Sometimes those pinky demons down there below, or known as spectres, will teleport if you're not careful. So you need to be worried. You need to be mindful of that. I have no idea why that door opened, but it usually only ever opens if you run over there and go grab the yellow key. But for some reason I set it off without even going to grab the yellow key. Just gonna say it's a new one on me anyway. If you want to get rid of these pinkies and you don't know how, and you can't see them, your best bet is to choose the corner, because then they can't get. Because then they have to come to you out one way, and you don't get ganged up by all of them. So now I'm going to backtrack and go get myself some shotgun shells before I end the level. But before they end the level there, I'm going to grab my soul sphere, and then I'm going to grab my mega armor, the one I left earlier. Right. Check in here, there's no shotgun shells, but there's sure to be one box up here, as I left it earlier. Going to go down this lift and go collect. Of course, yeah, I forgot about that bloody lift. Go back through this way. While we're down here anyway, we're going to grab the armor. Open this door. Oh yes, and by the way, that little secret with the berserk, that little door with the berserking, that is also a secret if you didn't know. But you probably would have already guessed it. So there was a little technical glitch there for some weird reason. Anyway, going back out for level, another secret I shall show you right now in a second. Through the doors that those cacodemons have just appeared through, run over and jump, and there should be at least 3 imps, if not 2. Quickly deal with them, and take all the ammo that is available to you there. Come back out through the teleporter and you should meet with the yellow door. Just check behind you just in case there's anything valuable. Obviously not. And we'll move on back through the level. There's nothing greeting us on the exit, thank Lord. And we shall exit through this level, getting 100% of everything. Wonderful. Now we are entering the Crusher. This is where it's getting tougher and tougher. We want to entice that shotgun guy out. There is a couple of shotgun guys in this labyrinth, a revenant and a couple of imps. What you want to do first is you want to stand back here. Now you want to wait until the imp comes out. There you are. Down here is a revenant. Usually you can get away with shooting him twice. More often than not though, if you're cheeky enough, he'll get in a nice little shot and it'll hurt. Very much so. You'd want to watch out for that dude. Also, his missiles are homing, so you want to make sure that you don't get hit by that. And traversing through this little labyrinth, you'd want to make sure that you don't get like any odd shotgun guys that you missed. Press that switch and it should stun these guys. If not, you can boost their death by shooting them with the rocket launcher, but you shouldn't have to, because by the time that Crusher reaches down to the floor, they'd already been dead anyway. A lovely sound. Don't be afraid though, this Crusher will not crush you, it'll stop as soon as you run underneath it. Grab that plasma gun and deal some damage to these imps. Call the lift back down. Try dodge these projectiles as much as possible though. This is still Doom and they can still hit you. Grab the blue key that is just grabbed underneath there. That switch called down the other lift, which is what we just went underneath there, which is to go grab the blue key. This we don't even need to grab, but for the sake of items we'll grab it now. Because the reason why we grab that now, this level is so like generous with that kind of stuff, with the health in mind. But grab the soul spheres when you can, because they are very helpful. They give you a boost of energy. Look at coming through like a train. I almost feel sorry for them. Now what you want to do now, after you've dealt with all that's in this room, you want to go back through here, because there's some ammo to pick up, some special ammo in fact. You want to go back out where those imps had come from, and there should be a box of cells that usually gives you 20. All in all you'll get a boost of 60 cells. But because I've got full, I don't have to come back through here again. But it's just nice to be able to fill up your ammo while you can. Now, come back through here and call the lift again. I'm going to be using the plasma gun for this next bit because there's going to be an ambush waiting for us. As soon as you turn around, there'll be an array of Spectre demons, shotgun guys, and shotgun guys. The way I deal with it is the way you just seen there. It's like a defense pretty much. You just don't want to damn it. You just don't want to be able to deal with that much damage I didn't take much, in a way. I only took 2% health and a few bits of my armor. What I'm doing now is I'm tracking back down here and grabbing the last of this ammo down here, so that I don't have to come back here at all. On this level there should be a backpack, which is good for us because then we can kind of celebrate, jump up and down and whatnot. Down here, if you're doing a pistol start, it's always good to know that there is some combat armor down here, and that's usually a safe. That's usually like a saving grace at this point, because this level, depending on how you play it, can chew through your armor very, very quickly. Down in here is the switch to call back down, but over there is a little small secret I like to call the armor bonus room. Just because there's like loads of there. Sometimes you can get the monsters to infight, but very rarely do I ever let them get the chance to do that, because I'm not sadistic, I just don't like the fact I don't like to waste time in that respect, so I just shoot the fuck out of them anyway. But if it benefits me and I have hardly any ammo, like for example in Tricks and Traps there's the cyber demon inside that room, and you want the Baron to take as much health as possible off him. If you can trap him inside the corner, that's even better. Because what you do with that is the cyber demon either, like, you know, just takes lots of health off him, and you'll be able to go through the level without a bother. Take out this imp down here and the shotgun guy, and there should be 3 imps here. What you want to do is you want to equip your rocket launcher straight away, because there'll be 3 revenants coming through this little door here. Shoot as many rounds off as you can whilst ducking back into cover, so that you don't get killed or shot by the rockets that they shoot out. And they do devastating damage, up to 70 health if I'm not mistaken. Can be taken off you at once if you're not careful. Take out the super shotgun and deal with these guys as much as effectively as you can. Don't take that box if you've got like 299. Don't be a heathen. Go grab the go grab the backpack, because it'll be good for you. Okay. Right, come back out through here and find that you've just come out through here. This door is a secret. Open the door, shoot the barrels. You come to a megasphere. That gives you 200 health, 200 armor, regardless of what you have. Here we'll find our backpack, and ironically enough another mega armor. That's only if we're stupid enough to take too much damage, which in some cases you can do, but for this occasion we're not, and we haven't. So lucky enough we haven't. Anyway, I'm gonna go collect our ammo from various different locations. I'm going to track back to the start and go grab our chain guns, because we had full ammo and we need to collect it. Back here is a mini trap for those who are unaware. Be a total of 3 imps and a little pack of health there for 25 plus. 25, sorry. Back down out through here. Collect some chain guns and some left open shotguns. There's usually some full shells littered about on this floor, so just be mindful of that. Behind you usually there's a shotgun, but more than that, that's only if you're playing cooperative. Now that I've got my full shotgun shells and my revitalized chain gun, I'm going to come back out through here and open the next door, which is the red one. Now out here are a few nightmare spectres, some shotgun guys, a chain gun dude, and some lost souls. Because it's a choke point, it's a lot easier to take these guys out. And by the time you've killed them, the chain gun guy has already made his way over to the bridge, which is okay. There's usually a lost soul here. Not sure why it's not there. Oh, here we are. There's a health pack in there, but usually if you're just a veteran like I am, you would just jump over the bridge like that, and you should be able to get over there fine. This is the final stage of our level, but in order to do that, in order to exit through here, we will take out a few enemies first, in order to achieve home time. There'll be a shotgun guy up here, and I don't even know why he's placed there, but you know, it's an inconvenience for us, so we must take that guy out. Go all the way around here. Almost looks like a ring fort with a moat in the middle. Or a castle with a moat, sorry. It's very, very medieval. Anyway, what we want to do now is we want to take this down and get our yellow key. And depending on what gun you're using, I prefer to use the plasma gun, because it's diverse and very quick, and deals with most people in an instant. Second to none with that, and especially if you're using that or the BFG. Now that we've dealt with that little problem, we can start by pressing this switch, and that will up the bridge. That'll get us the bridge up. We come round here to grab the ammo that we have missed from the guys that have been deaded from the other side. That is not all. Before we are to exit through this level, we just go around, make sure that we've picked everything up, and you should see a door around here somewhere. Let's have a look at our map. Yes, it should be down here. There we are. This will lead us back to the start, and one of these pillars contain, because it won't. One of these pillars contain another megasphere that we'll need to collect, and I think it's this one. No. It's usually close to the start anyway. Ah, it's over this way. It's usually the one that's pointing at door. See, this is usually an electric sign and something wrong with it. You press it down and it brings over your trusted megasphere. We've gone throughout the level and we've collected as much as we can. Through here now there's either a Nightmare Spectre. Yep. Depending on the difficulty, there's either a Nightmare Spectre in there or just a regular demon. For us though, it's a Nightmare Spectre. We didn't get as much secrets as we were hoping, which is okay, but it's a bit weird, because I got all the secrets that I was meant to go get. Oh well. Right. On to Dead Simple, and it is as much as simple as you can ever get, especially on the pistol stock, because you're granted every weapon right there and then. Here what we want to do is collect this one first, so as to not make it feel left out. That backpack I suspect is 8 strong or 10 strong, depending. What you want to do, if you want to avoid being hit at close range, you want to grab these switches and just hit every last one. And to prevent you from using too much ammo of each weapon, use the double barrel shotgun, because it's plentiful on this level. Just go around like a merry-go-round and just literally shoot the shit out of all of them. You may get the odd hit, but that's okay, because we got our trusted megasphere right there and then. But if you're feeling that you're losing more health than you really would bargain for, then just calm it down by going around picking up some ammo from other guns, like the rockets now that you see displayed right there. Then you'll have some like chain gun ammo and all sorts, but now I can't even pick up chain gun ammo because I've used it all. The reason why I say use the double barrel shotgun is it's very versatile, in the way that by the time you come to your next reload, You've dealt a lot of damage to a lot of them. It spreads out, and these guys are fat as fuck, so you can literally grab one and kill them. Like, this is the first gun that you're dealt with because you don't have it. Because you don't have any other weapon besides the double barrel shotgun, and because the ammo is so sparse, you can literally deal a lot of damage and still refill your ammo back up with a shotgun. So it's either that or use the chain gun. But I tend to use the double barrel shotgun because it deals more damage. Not only does it deal more damage, but the ammo is more plentiful than the chain gun. Or it's either that or it's about the same. And the reason why I use the double barrel shotgun is just exactly as I said, it's much more powerful. And once you've dealt with that, just go around the perimeter and grab your ammo. No, I missed one there. Once you've finished going all the way around, make sure you take one last trip all the way around the original arena. Here you will find some more ammo and more guns to pick up, but since I was running around anyway like a headless chicken, I was able to grab pretty much all the ammo there was to be offered. So now all the last thing I need to do now is grab this megasphere and the level as such. There is no secrets on this level, but for some reason apparently once you step on here, this is the secret, which will enter us into level of tricks and traps. So I'm going to end it for here now, guys. Thank you for watching. I want to take this special moment, right, to thank 3 of my Patreons. A shout out to them. The Lady Boobs Views, the Badger Show, and Alan McCarthy. I want to say a special thanks to those 3 for supporting me on Patreon by donating to the channel. If you're a subscriber as well and you would like to donate, I will put my Patreon link into the description, and those other YouTubers that I mentioned are my Patreons. I shall put their links into the description as well. Also, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who else has been supporting me and who is subscribed to me. I really do heavily appreciate it, and I wouldn't have been here without you guys. Honestly, you've been amazing. With that, guys, I wish you a good afternoon, and it's goodbye from me. Thank you all.